Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to DigiTrib. The actual DigiTrib. It's not a video game this time. It's my actual room. You're actually speaking to the voice behind all this chaos, and now you get to see his ugly mug on screen for all of you. So I figure I would make this video really just to introduce myself, right? To say, hey, hello to everybody who's decided to subscribe. It's awesome. I am humbled that I even got one subscriber, right? The fact that I've got 35 already and I've only produced something like 12 videos it means a lot. And even though it's a smallish number compared to like everybody else, that's still 32 people. 32 of you decided that I was worthwhile to sit down and just kind of watch for a few minutes as I play a bunch of video games and, do God knows what. So thank you truly for giving me this opportunity to just come and chat with you guys, right? So, I wanted to really just discuss what this channel is, right? Now that you're here, you're probably like, well, what's the future holding for this? But before I go into that, I want to talk a little bit about myself, right? And just give you guys an idea of like where I'm coming from and, how I got this channel started and stuff. I might not go too much into the details about like how I got started. That's kind of boring right now, but I at least want to just tell you like what got me going, right? It really kind of started on, I don't necessarily want to say a whim. I work at GameStop for a living right now. I'm a poor, starving college student, so to speak, right? I'm kind of fluctuating in and out of college right now as I try to find my way. However, I always knew that my way would be in the video game industry somehow. Right, I knew that it would either be through actually developing games, or maybe I'd be cool enough and skilled enough to get into like the esports league, but I'm not that good, so I'm not there yet. And then, after I got the job at GameStop, which was supposed to be my first step on a long career path of being in the industry, it was, well, where do I go from here? What comes after GameStop? And so for a while, it was, while I worked there, it was always me telling people about the video games that are coming out and giving them, my 2 cents on it that they seem to honestly value. Now, I'm a little critical about video games, I won't lie. I say a lot of games aren't so great. Whenever a customer would come into the store, I would give them a full overview of the game, something that should have been a 30-second conversation. I then go and turn into like a 5-minute discussion, and I was told, why not actually talk about it to everyone, over the internet if I could. And so yeah, now I'm here with no video editing skills whatsoever, right? I didn't do any video editing in high school. I never practiced with it. I never really did anything like that. I kind of just bought a webcam, bought a really expensive $2,000 computer that you can't see, put it together myself, and I was kind of just like, fuck it, let's just give it a whirl and just see where this boat goes, right? Some people would say that's ill-advised. What's the point of making these videos if you've got no structure? I don't know. There will eventually be structure, hopefully. But as of right now, this is still just me learning all of this stuff, right? I'm just jumping in feet first into a field that I know next to nothing about. I'd watch YouTube videos all the time, and I would get inspired by people like Angry Joe and Jim Sterling and, Jeremy Johns and Chris Stuckman and all these other amazing YouTubers. And I would be like, this is something that's really great. And Boogie is probably the one who like kicked my butt into like gear to like do it, just because he's so motivational and great and everything that he talks about. But yes, so after a lot of mulling over this idea of whether I should do this or not, I decided to just say, why not? What's the worst that can happen, right? I like talking. If you couldn't tell, I love talking. And so I decided, well, why not just share my thoughts with the world, how popular or not popular they may or may not be. So what can you actually expect out of DigiTrib? Well, it's starting off small, as all things do, but the idea of it is I want to make another reviewing channel, right? This isn't anything new done to YouTube. However, I personally think that it doesn't hurt to have another person's input on a lot of stuff, right? So you can go to one channel and maybe you can click on this channel and be like, all right, well, let's see what this guy has to say about things. But yeah, that's one of the things. So I want to do game reviews. I go to the movies all the time also, so you'll probably see a lot of movie reviews in here as well. And then you'll eventually be seeing and this is me thinking way down the road, but like I'm marking it here as like the thing that will eventually happen, right? Is when I eventually go to things like Comic-Con, E3, things like that. You'll get live coverage there as well as I actually manage to get the money to, you know, buy like a decent camera and, walk around and record people and like all that stuff, all the good jazz, right? So yeah, essentially you can expect a lot of that. Expect a lot of discussion videos also, right? I have a lot of opinions about the game industry, for better or worse, and I like talking about them. And I like talking about where I think the industry might actually be progressing. I just love video games, right? This is totally my passion. And so while it's not unique or not new in that sense, it's genuine, right? Thank you, all of you, for sitting here and being with me to, experience wherever this channel goes. The idea eventually also is to get more people involved, and as you've seen from Quantum, who's Alex and Michael, and Vironic, who also has a YouTube channel called I Am Vironic. He's worth a look-see. If you haven't given him a look-see yet, definitely do that. I'll probably post like a description into like his channel, like in the box below when it eventually happens. Um, but I want to get other people's opinions and input on this as well. And I want to turn it into an actual community thing, right? I want to see if I can't start a community that not only just talks about games together, but actively plays together, right? One of the ideas actually that we were considering for a while was creating sort of a 1v1 matchmaking system in different games, just for fun, just to chat and hang out with other people that are part of this channel. Right now, the first game we were considering doing it with was Overwatch. Oh, and I forgot, of course, the greatest contributor to our channel. That would be Aussie. Aussie. There's a like mirror effect because of, the webcam and stuff, so I have to get accustomed to that. This is basically my first time playing with a webcam as well. This is all totally new. I don't know what I'm doing at all, but that's part of the fun, right? I'm gonna look back at this and be like, holy crap, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? But we've all got to start somewhere, and this is my start. And so this hopefully is the beginning of something incredible. Only time will tell. But as it stands, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Right? Thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for the support. Right? I just was throwing videos up just to say, you know what, why not? It could be a fun little hobby, but I've actually got people watching my videos for some reason. I guess I'm mildly entertaining. That's what the numbers are telling me. So, yay! Yay to that. Like I said, this has no real objective or clear goal. I just wanted to give you a face that you could see, the voice behind the video games who's just rambling on and on and on and on and on and on, like I'm doing right now. But, yeah. This is DigiTrib, the DigiTrib headquarters, with my great partner in crime. It's pretty great. Anyway, there will be plenty of videos coming out more regularly now that I'm starting to get the hang of the video editing software and the webcam and all of that stuff. So, without further ado, let's do this. Welcome to DigiTrib. Enjoy your stay.